ABC 7 at 10 Weekend.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for ABC 7 at 10 Weekend. I'm Rosemary Montañez.
And I'm Sam Harrison-Woods. Good evening, everyone.
Well, it was another cold day across the region. Those winter temperatures sticking around just a little longer, but it didn't stop some El Pasoans from enjoying a day at the lake.
This is video taken from Escalante Park earlier this morning. El Pasoans were seen bundled up, and there was a breeze throughout the area to make the air a little colder. We are going to send it over to our Storm Tech meteorologist, Katie Fraser. Now, Katie, I may be the only person here who's used to seeing these temperatures and a little bit of even snowfall in March.
I think you're the only person who likes these temperatures.
That's true. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe one of the few people who like it in El Paso,
Yeah.
Sam. So good for you. Those people out there on the canoe, wow, they are brave. It was frigid this morning, frigid for most of the day, and we did see a bit of a wintry mix out here in Horizon. This picture comes from Hilda Ramirez. Thanks so much for sending this in, and we always love when you guys send your pictures in to give us proof. This is what we saw. Not everyone sees it across town, and so this gives us proof that, yeah, we did see some of the wintry mix across the region. But overnight tonight, we are expecting likely the last freeze of the season, which is good. Winter is almost over. On Monday, we actually start spring. Looking forward to that for sure, but this is what you could expect for tomorrow. It will be cool once again, but a little bit warmer than what we saw today. Winds will be lighter than they were today as well, and we're not looking at any rain chances for the majority of the day. That's not talking about tomorrow night. I'll talk about those rain chances for tomorrow night coming up.
All right, thank you, Katie. Well, a local EMS institute received $25,000 from their educational program. About half of it will be used for recruiting. ABC7's Carrie Mannix has this story.
In an area like Chihuahua Stadium, where there are a lot of people, it's important to have medical assistance readily available. During this Women's History Month, Pro Action is emphasizing women's role in the field.
Hi, my name is Haley. I'll be your EMT today. I think the fact that being a woman and being a mother lets me have that empathy for some people. With you, I'm going to go ahead and take your blood pressure. Is that fine?
Haley Almaguer was the top of her class as an EMT, a field dominated by men.
Only 30% of EMS workers are women, so I think it does encourage more women to join this field that's mostly male dominated. People have this assumption that, oh, like you have to be a guy to be able to do the physical aspect of EMS, but the biggest part is compassion and having a good bedside manner.
Okay.
That's half my size.
But Haley had to work just as hard as her male classmates.
They are not treated differently. They have to learn everything just like the men, and I've seen them for myself be as successful as men are in this field.
Pro Action says encouraging more women to join the field can have a larger impact.
When you see women in these roles, absolutely it makes a difference. Psychologically, it makes a difference. I think that impacts little girls, it impacts women, it impacts even men and the way that women are thought of, that they can be someone that can provide emergency medical care in an instant.
And Haley did a great job taking care of me today. She even made me feel comfortable with this little injury that I have to heal up from. But if she inspired you to become an EMT, you can call the number on your screen or visit proactionems.com. Reporting in downtown El Paso, I'm Carrie Mannix, ABC 7.
Gotta love women helping out in the community. Well, for the first time, we are hearing from one of two Americans who survived a violent kidnapping in Mexico. Eric Williams was one of 4 Americans taken hostage in Matamoros, Mexico earlier this month. The kidnappers are suspected members of a drug cartel. They allegedly killed 2 Americans, but Williams and Latavia Washington McGee survived. Williams was shot in the leg and has undergone several surgeries to repair the damage. His family has set up a GoFundMe page to help pay for his medical expenses, and Williams is speaking out from his hospital bed.
I'd like to thank everybody for the prayers and the donations for my speedy recovery. I just want y'all to know I'm very thankful and happy that people out there do care, even with stories they're being told that are not true. But I will address everything, so thank you.
Mexican authorities have charged 6 people with the kidnappings. The cartel turned over 5 of its members allegedly involved and apologized for the murders.
Former President Donald Trump rallying his supporters. Former President Trump sending out a fundraising email this morning urging them to donate to his campaign ahead of what he expects will be an indictment next week. Trump wrote he isn't worried in the slightest about reports he could be facing charges in Manhattan over alleged hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump tweeting out earlier on social media he expects to be arrested on Tuesday, although no one from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office is saying that. Law enforcement agencies reportedly are discussing how to handle security around a potential indictment.
Well, today the 2023 New Mexico legislative session ended, and after 60 days of lawmaking, both Democrats and Republicans passed more than 200 bills.
But it is now up to New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham to decide what she will sign and what will get vetoed. Julian Barras with our news partner Action 7 News reports in Albuquerque from our New Mexico mobile newsroom.
This legislative session has been a long one. We've talked about everything from CYFD to gun bills, but the governor says this is a legislative session everyone should be proud of. Earlier today, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham highlighted education and health care. She says lawmakers worked tirelessly to improve the well-being of children and families across the state. Grisham did say she understands there may be frustration among lawmakers due to some bills not getting through, like bills regarding CYFD or gun control. Take a listen.
I'm motivated. I am very motivated to find additional ways to make sure that we really do everything in our power that makes our communities and cities and our state safer.
I caught up with other lawmakers on bills that did not get passed as well. Specifically, House Bill 11, which would aid oversight to CYFD, is something Senator Greg Baca wished could have passed.
I think people have different ideas of how to fix the problem. We presented ours this session. The particulars were never debated on the floor, so unfortunately we won't hear what the hesitation was.
And again, that was Julian Pata from our Action 7 News partners in Albuquerque.